You're Japanese Brazilian, right?
Yeah.
So you're more Japanese or you're more Brazilian?
I think I am.
Now you live in Tokyo and then you experience living in Brazil, right? Like which one do you prefer to live?
To live, I think.
そうです。あんまりなんか日本のノリについていけないっていうか、結構あっちで育ってしまったんで、日本の人たちとあまり仲良くなれないっていうか、あんまり友達できなかったですね。
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Takashi from Japan. Today I'm going to interview Japanese Brazilians in Japan. How is it life in Japan as a Japanese Brazilian? And I also interviewed Japanese Argentines. In Japan, there are 200,000 Japanese Brazilian people. So let's find out how's their life in Japan today. On my channel, I interview Japanese people and foreigners in Japan, so it's the best channel for anyone who wants to come to Japan, whether traveling or living. And you can also learn Japanese here, so if you haven't followed yet, please subscribe to my channel. And on my Instagram, I show my daily life in Tokyo and share information about Japan. So if you haven't followed yet, please follow it too. Okay, let's get started. Okay, thank you for taking time. Where from?
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil?
Yes.
But you raised in Japan, right?
Yes. My father is Brazilian, half Japanese. Was born in Brazil, but my grandfather and grandmother is really Japanese, and my mother is really Brazilian. So in Japan, just live my father, mother, my little brother, and me. But my family live in other city, and I just live in Tokyo alone.
I want to ask you about experience living in Brazil and Japan. Can you introduce yourself? Like, how long have you lived in Japan? How long have you lived in Brazil?
Okay. I was born in Brazil, but I just lived in Brazil for 6 years, and I lived in Japan for 14 years. So in Japan, I live more long time.
Where in Japan? Which prefecture?
Before, I lived in Yamanashi for 10 years. I back to Brazil, so I lived in 6 years, and again I came to Japan, and I lived in Shimane for 4 years. Last years I moved to Tokyo.
Which language do you speak actually?
Actually, I speak Portuguese, Japanese, and English. Usually, I speak Portuguese with my friends and family, but Japanese I learned it in school. School.
School.
Yes.
Japanese is not your first language then?
No, my first language is Portuguese.
So now you live in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Now you live in Tokyo and then you experience living in Brazil, right? Like which one do you prefer to live?
To live, I think Japan.
Japan?
Yes.
Any reason?
Yes, Japan is so convenient.
You speak Japanese too. Do you have any Japanese friends, or do you have like Japanese Brazilian friends or foreign people?
Yes, I have foreign friends and Japanese friends and Brazilian friends.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes,
That's nice.
it's mixed. Yes, if it's Japanese, friend, I speak Japanese. If it's Brazilian friend, I speak Portuguese. And if it's another country, I speak English.
Oh, that's cool. So your like personality, like is it more like Japanese or is it more like Brazilian?
Okay, I think I am mixed because I lived a long time in Brazil and Japan, so I have mixed culture. I can say I am just Japanese style or just Brazilian style. I am really mixed.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
That's nice. Can you introduce yourself in Portuguese?
Ok. Meu nome é Natália, tenho 20 anos e moro em Tóquio. Sou brasileira descendente de japonês.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for taking time. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Can you introduce your background?
Yeah, so my name is Karina. Actually, I was born here in Japan, but I came back to Brazil when I was 1 year old, so I don't remember nothing about it. And then I was raised there until 3 years ago. Then I decided to come here again. So a lot of Brazilians do that actually. They work in a factory to make money. So this was the first plan, like work in a factory, make money to do my exchange in Australia. But since that happens, I couldn't go to Australia, so I decided to come to Tokyo. And then since then, I'm working with like a part-time jobs, like a waitress and in the club.
Which language do you speak?
I speak Portuguese, English, a little bit of Spanish and Japanese.
Now you live in Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
Do you use Japanese? Do you use Portuguese? Do you use English? Which one is more common for you to speak?
So the most language that I use here is English.
English.
Tokyo is a very international city, so I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
use
yeah.
English like easily. A little bit of Japanese.
Bit of
Portuguese
Japanese.
just with my friends, yeah.
So I want to ask you about your personality too. You're Japanese Brazilian, right?
Yeah.
You are more Japanese or you're more Brazilian?
I think I am in the middle. Like in Brazil, I was considered like a kind of shy person, but I'm not shy at all here in Japan because Brazilians, I think they are too much. Japanese, they are more like shy, so I am the middle. In Brazil, I'm shy. Here, I am not shy, so
So now you live in Japan, right? But most of your life was in Brazil, right?
yeah.
In the future, you're gonna stay in Japan or you're gonna go back Brazil or you're gonna go other countries?
So for now, I intend to live here
Here.
in Japan. Yeah, I want to come back to Brazil just to visit maybe, but not to live. I think to live there is very complicated. Or to live well there, you have to be rich, or you don't live like so good.
Oh,
Lifestyle is difficult there.
Okay, the last. Can you introduce yourself in Portuguese?
Yeah, of course. Então, meu nome é Karina, eu tenho 28 anos, estou morando aqui em Tóquio agora. E assim, a vida é muito maluca, né? É isso, é isso.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. はい、すいません、ありがとうございます。じゃあちょっと自分のバックグラウンドを紹介してもらってもいいですか？
そうですね、自分日本で生まれたんですけど、小5の時に、アルゼンチンに行くことになって、それはなぜかよくわかんないんですけど、多分親がアルゼンチン日系人2世ですかね。多分それの関係だと思いますね。アルゼンチンで高校終わるまで多分7年間ぐらいアルゼンチンにいて、大学でまた日本に戻ってきたって感じですか。
ああ、なるほどなるほどなるほどなるほど。じゃあ結構10代のほとんどをアルゼンチンで過ごしたみたいな感じですね。
そうですね、青春は全部アルゼンチンでしたね。
ああ、なるほどなるほど。血統的には日本人なんですか？
そうですね、全員、知的にはそうですね、全員日本です。はい。でもお母さんの家族の方は全員アルゼンチンで住んでます。
アルゼンチンの日本両方経験してるじゃないですか。全部違うと思うんですけど、何が違いますか？人とか全部含めてです。
OK です。生活面でいうと実際日本の方が違うっていうか、いいかなと思います。経済的にも夜歩いてても全然大丈夫です。アルゼンチンとか本当に夜歩けないんで一人で歩いたりとか。でも人っていうと実際アルゼンチンの方がいいかなと思います。友達も作りやすいですし、なんか日本ってその敬語とかあったりとか、先輩後輩とかめんどくさいじゃないですか。
日本とアルゼンチンで、両方多分友達いると思うんですけど、日本だと日本人でアルゼンチンにいるとアルゼンチンの人がやっぱり多くなりますか？
日本にいるとやっぱり基本中は外国人の方と遊ぶ方が多いですね。あんまり日本人の友達はいないです。本当にいて3人ぐらいですかね。アルゼンチンだとその日系人と、アルゼンチン人現地の方と遊ぶことあります。はい。
日本でも日本人よりあれなんですね。外国人と絡む方が多いんですね。
そうです。あんまりなんか日本のノリについていけないっていうか、結構あっちで育ってしまったんで。日本の人たちとあまり仲良くなれないっていうか、あまり友達できなかったですね、大学
そうなんですね、はい。
じゃあ日本語喋るときはなんかすごい日本人っぽくて、なんかスペイン語喋るときはめっちゃなんかラテンっぽいみたいな感じで言われる。なんか日本人になると、自分も多分つまんなくなるんですね、基本的に、なんで友達ができないのかなとも思います。
日本で11歳とかまで育ってるじゃないですか。そこからアルゼンチンにいたじゃないですか。その時の時点でのスペイン語のレベルはなんかどうだったんですか？
そうですね、ゼロですね。なんかお母さん日系人なのに全然スペイン語教えてくれなくて本当教えてくれと思ったんですけど、いきなり現地の学校でスペイン語を学んでみたいな感じなんで、マジで苦労しましたね。
自分の将来はどういう風に描いてます？今のところ。
そうですね、どっちにも、今のところは住む予定はないです。
どこに住みたいとかあるんですか？
将来的にはもうちょっとラテンアメリカちょっと旅しながら、そういう感じで生きていこうかなと思ってます。
スペイン語で挨拶とかしてもらえますか？
Hola mis amigos hispanos, yo también tengo un canal de YouTube que hago entrevistas en japonés y español, así que nada, síganme, es el Shuki con SH, así que nada.
Okay, thank you for watching so far. How was it? That was interesting. Actually, I never met any Japanese Brazilians, like Nikkei people in Japan. Not at all, not even once in my life. So it was so interesting for me to interview them and then to know what it is like. Okay, anyway, Thank you for watching so far. If you like this video, click like button. Please subscribe to my channel. If there's any question that you want me to ask people in Japan, please leave the comment. See you next time.